Steffan, and I'm going to show you the magic of our water. I don't know if you can see this, but I've got this jug here, and this is my water jug. This is my water jug. I have just enough water in this jug to make a little splash right there. Now, if we run out of water, if we need to search for more water, we'd have to go a long way. And maybe, if we're lucky, we get a little bit more water. There's many things that we do that can affect the quality of our water. For instance, when we change the oil in our car, the oil can get on the ground, and that ground has oil on it, and the water touches the oil on the ground, and then the oil gets in our water, and that can pollute the water. We would then have to clean that water, and by cleaning the water, we would end up with more water, right? Let's see now. Another thing we have to do is protect the water. Protect and conserve the water. By protecting the water, we save our water, so we end up with more water. I have just enough water in this jug to make one little splash. That's all I have here. One little splash of water. Now, think of it this way. Conserving, preserving, and protecting our water is what we need to understand and learn. By doing that, we actually can save more water and end up with more water. And another thing you need to know, the amount of water we have on planet Earth, let's just say it's enough to fill this glass right here. The amount of water on planet Earth. Did I fill the glass completely? Can you see? No. Water is clear. It's difficult to see. I don't think I filled the glass completely up. There's a little bit more water for the glass. That glass is not completely full, is it? All right, I'm going to fill it a little bit more. There, now I think the glass is very full. And I want you to think of this glass as being all of the water on planet Earth. Think of it this way. If this is all of the water, including the salt water, including all of the water under the ground, the water that we cannot drink, if that's how much water is on planet Earth, and I just poured it into here, the amount of water from that water that we can drink, that we can use to live, it equals about this much. That's all. That's all the water that's drinkable. It's just a tiny little bit. If you look at all of the water on planet Earth, the only amount that's drinkable equals about that much. That would be an applause moment there for you. These are things to think about during the show. An important thing to remember is that we need water to live. I can always tell when magic's working because I use a white handkerchief like this to make a magic dove. This dove needs water to live as well. Everything needs water to live, and we need clean water to live. She knows where she wants to be. Now this dove has I haven't seen him fly so long for a long time. That's good. You know it's a real live bird. Some people wonder, because of what I show you, that this bird can do. This bird has magical powers. She just used her powers to become visible from the invisible. She is equally capable of using those powers in reverse. You guys are nice. Well, should I do more, or is that enough for today? All right. Let's look at something important. I'm going to use white-colored water. I've made some. Actually, you know what? I have a problem, technical problem. I'm going to have to fix this real quick. This is professional dead time that only I can bring you. But I know what I'm doing, so we should be able to get back on track in just a moment. I have this white colored water that I want to show you. I'm going to show it to you. The reason it's white is water is clear, and you can see right through water. Water is something you can see right through, so I have this white colored water. It's not actually milk, it's food coloring that I use to color the water white. It works really well. Now what I'd like you to imagine is that this glass is our aquifer. Do you know what the aquifer is? The aquifer is water under the ground. So I'm going to cover this glass. You can't see under the ground, so you can't see the water underneath the ground that would be in that glass. This represents the ground. The ground is on top of the aquifer. Underneath the ground, you can't see. Above the ground, we have our white-colored water here. And that water seeps through the ground. But we can't see it seeping through the ground. This is the important point, is as that water seeps through the ground, it's invisible to us. We don't actually see it seeping. But right now, you can visualize it as the water penetrates magically through the grass, the leaves, the rock, the soil, the land. And as that water seeps through, it goes under the ground. Where that water, remember the glass under the ground there? It's seeping through the ground to the place where we can't see, the groundwater, the aquifer, the underground river called the aquifer. So as that water goes through the ground, invisibly to our eyes, it makes an effect on everything underneath us, the water underneath us. So everything we do above the ground affects the quality of the water under the ground. If our water were to get polluted, it's pretty easy to do because all you got to do is spray some soap outside and it gets on the ground, or change the oil in the car, a little bit of oil gets on the ground. Anything that gets on the ground can go into the groundwater. Well, if we use pesticides, fertilizers, chemicals for cleaning the car, our water could look like this. This has chemicals in it. Oil, pesticides, fertilizers, things we definitely don't want in our water. Who'd like to help me clean this water by magic? And I mean by magic. How about if I pick you right there in the red shirt? Come on up. The girl right here. Come on this way. Let's give her a hand for volunteering. What's your name? Your name? Mary? Steffan. Good to meet you, Mary. Come right here, face the audience, and tip your head to the side, Mary. Good. Put your arms out sideways like this, and take your finger, point it like this, and stick it in your ear. Good, Mary. In your ear. Mary is a human pump here. Keep your head tipped to the side. Bend your arm, put your finger in your ear. This is a human pump. Now, in order to clean this water that has pesticides, chemicals, fertilizers, oil, keep your head tipped to the side, Mary. We have to pour this water into a filter system. That's why I'm pouring a little bit of polluted water into Mary's ear here. If we got one little can of oil on the ground, it would pollute hundreds of thousands of gallons downstream. Now, let's start pumping. We'd all have to become human pumps in order to filter that water. Keep pumping, Mary. I have a funnel here, and we're going to use the funnel to collect the water as it comes through. Yeah! stop filtering the water through our human filter system here. We got to keep pumping or we won't get all the polluted water through. So as it comes out, it's coming out filtered. All of us would have to be human pumps for months just to clear the aquifer out if we spilled a gallon of oil on the ground. It's really important to keep chemicals out of the groundwater. Mary, how do you feel? Let's give Mary a big hand for helping me. There's so much to this water stuff. Let me show you. Remember I was talking about how much water it takes in the whole world? If this is all of the water on planet Earth, then the amount of water that's drinkable is about that much compared to how much water there is. Well, the important thing is that as water flows, it can connect with things that we don't want in the water. Because it flows so beautifully. That's one of the most magical things about water, is how it flows. Look at this. That's magic to me. If you can just imagine the flow of water happening all the time. You never see it until something gets in there that we don't want. We don't see it. We don't see it coming in. Look. As it flows, we don't know what it's touching. But somehow some contamination has come into this water. Some contamination has turned it completely dark blue. Maybe I should get somebody to represent all of us to come up here and clean this water. Let's see if we can do it. This time I won't pump it through you. How about the boy right there in the middle of the audience, right there with the green tag? Yeah, come on. Good. Come on up. Can you jump up? What's your name? Nicholas? Douglas. Wow, what a coincidence. Douglas, my name is Steffan. Good to meet you, Douglas. Very kind. Come up here and help us out. I changed my name from Steffan to Steffan a long time ago. Now I'm going to put the cap on. I want you to hold this. That way the polluted water can't leak out. Now, Douglas, let's get everybody to help you clean this water by magic. Focus your attention on the water that Douglas is holding. The water that's got some chemicals in it. And I'd like you, Douglas, to just kind of lift that up so everybody can focus on the water. Kind of turn it from side to side so they can kind of see the water a little bit. Good. Focus on clearing that water with your minds. Picturing working together to have clean water, Douglas. Can you clean that water, please, by magic, by imagination, by working together? Is it cleaning? Douglas, look at that. The water sealed in this container is now completely clear thanks to all of you working together. Thanks, Douglas. That's really great, you guys. Uh-oh, that's still got pollution in it. Okay, let's see if we can use some of your clean water. Ha-ha! Well, that's really great. Let's take a look at how the flow of water affects water in larger bodies as it moves downstream. Here I have a glass of polluted water. As the water flows, it can carry contaminants with it. This glass is bigger than this glass. Okay? And as the water flows, it can carry contaminants with it, contaminating the larger body of water. You don't need very much to pollute the water in larger bodies of water. This water, now fill up an entire stream as it's flowing. And that stream can become polluted. And as that water flows, it moves downstream and fills up a lake. Look, here's a lake. Now the lake's polluted with that water. It may become a little bit diluted, of course, but as it flows, it might actually reach all the way to Puget Sound, filling that up too. So let's take a look now at what I started with. Remember? Puget Sound, and then before that was the lake. Before that was a stream. And prior to that, just a little bit more water than what we began with. All we began with, a little bit of water, this big. That's a little bit of water goes a long way. We have to preserve and conserve our water because of that. Let's just imagine that we had some of this at home and we wanted to do the right thing with it. And not pour it on the ground, obviously. Who'd like to come up here and be an example so that everybody else can learn the right place to put this kind of water? How about you right here in the very front row? Come on up. All right. This water has a little bit of pollution in it. What's your name? Laura. You're from New Ridge, is that right? Good to meet you. I'm Steffan. Thanks for coming up. Face the audience like this, Laura. And I have a question for everybody here. I've got a can and a glass. Now, let's just say that we wanted to take this polluted water to the hazardous waste mobile, or save it for some collection site. The question is, should I put it in the can or in the glass? Okay, now the glass fits inside of the can, and the can can fit right over the glass like this, Laura, you see? They connect. Which do you think? The can or the glass? What do you think, everybody? The can or the glass? The glass or the can? Okay, Laura, it sounded to me like they said the can. So you hold the glass, okay? Now the can doesn't have a bottom on it, so I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to pour the polluted water into the can like everybody said. Oh, wait a minute. That can't be right. The can doesn't have a bottom on it, does it, Laura? That's not good. Oh my goodness, that's like pouring this in your hot water tank at home and then going upstairs and taking a shower and the water is polluted, goes all over you like that. That can't be the right answer. The right answer must be the glass, because the glass has a bottom on it. Let's give Laura a big hand! Laura, that was something else. All right, I think you guys are learning a little bit about the magic of water. So now, it's time to visualize what might happen if we wanted to change the way we use some of the things. You know that if you were to mix some of the chemicals around the house, you could, when you mix chemicals, those chemicals can actually explode. So you want to be very careful with the chemicals around the house. In fact, there's some safe chemicals that you can use to replace things like bleach and soap that's really strong detergent. You can get bathroom cleaner, copper cleaner, drain cleaner, window cleaner, oven cleaner, toilet bowl cleaner, and a recipe card, all in a green cleaning kit. This is my green cleaning kit, but it's empty. I was wondering if you guys could help me think of what belongs in here. So in order to consider what belongs in the green cleaning kit, I have these boxes here. Now these are bottomless boxes, and as you can see, this box has no bottom on it. I found you can actually hold more things in bottomless boxes. This box nests inside the others, and it also has no bottom. That way I can put it inside it. I can carry that around with me very easily. Now let's take a look in the cupboards in our home, and imagine that we're looking for the things to replace the cleaners that are chemicals that we don't want in the water. For instance, we need an old diaper. Yeah, this is a good thing because it's a great cloth for cleaning, and soap that has no phosphates in it. This is Castile soap. Castile soap and an old diaper for a cleaning rag to reuse it, and a washcloth and a scrub pad. Both of these you need in your green cleaning kit. So this way you can use muscle power to replace some of those chemicals. Well, what are we going to scrub though? We need something to scrub, so that's why we have vinegar and baking soda. Vinegar and baking soda are an important ingredient in the green cleaning kit. And in addition to that, we need one more thing, a water bottle to mix the various soap, vinegar, and baking soda combinations. That way, you can scrub away with your muscle power and replace many of the ordinary cleaners that we use that have chemicals in them that we don't want to get in our water. Baking soda, when it gets in the water, it's wonderful for the water, actually. Sometimes it can even correct the pH problem in a lake. Look, this represents our water, a lake, for instance. I'm going to make a little pocket here, right there, right in the middle of the lake. And into that, I'm going to pour baking soda. As it flows into the water, it does not harm that water. In fact, it can even help a little bit with some of the pH balances of the water. Now look, when it goes in, it actually disappears into the water. Blends right in. Baking soda is safe for the water. You can scrub the sink, you can get stains off the carpet, you can clean diaper pails, deodorize the food in the refrigerator, all using baking soda. It unclogs drains, septic tanks, and basically is a replacement for many of the chemicals around the house. That's why I like to keep my green cleaning kit with me. Now, how are we doing here on time? I got a few more important things to show you guys. So one of them is my ghost. I have a ghost. I'm going to show you. My ghost drinks using this straw. I'm going to put the straw right here. And you can see that the ghost will drink. This ghost has a name. The name of my ghost is Leaky Faucet. Faucet head, the ghost. And this is a real problem. Look, I can turn this on, and it flows. And when I turn it off, it drips. This is a leaky faucet. Leaky faucets are a big problem. One leaky faucet can make 4,000 gallons of water a month go down the drain. So we have to fix those leaky faucets. We want them to flow, but when we turn them off, we want them to stop. Leaky faucets like this basically drink all of our water like my ghost. You can fix them yourself. I've tried it. It's fun, actually. That's my ghost, Leaky Faucet. You want to give him a big hand, maybe? A big hand! All right. Let's think about the water cycle for a moment. I've got a cup and some drinkable water, potable water. The water cycle goes like this. The rain rains down out of the sky and fills up our lakes, rivers, and our oceans. Did I just fill that cup there? No. Pretty full. As that water rains down, it fills up the aquifer, the lakes, the rivers, the oceans. Then that water evaporates up into the sky, turns into clouds. Those clouds blow through the air, move around, form into bigger clouds. Then those clouds rain down on everybody's head. It doesn't disappear like that. I did that to protect you guys in the front row. The water continues forever on the water cycle. Now there is an invisible link between things, and this is partly why water is magical and partly why we need to study it. I have something that really shows the invisible link between things. Here it is. I call it a what's it because I don't understand what it is exactly. But it demonstrates how the environment is connected. For instance, this pom-pom here could represent the air. This pom-pom here could represent the water. This pom-pom here could represent the land. The land, the air, and the water are connected. Look, when I pull here, it affects over there. Now the long string's here and the short string's here. I pull here, it affects over there. The air, the land, the water, air, all of us are connected. We're connected through the water, the land, the air. Now, most people stop there, but look, the what's it takes it a step further. When I pull here on the blue pom-pom, the red pom-pom goes up. Pull on the white pom-pom, the yellow pom-pom goes up, and the red pom-pom goes down. We don't always see the connections between things, you see? That's the deal. One side affects the other. The red pom-pom is actually connected to the blue pom-pom. Blue pom-pom's connected to the yellow pom-pom pom-pom's connected to the white pom-pom pom's connected to the red pom-pom. One time I was trying to figure this thing out, trying to understand it. I pulled down on the red, reached over and grabbed the yellow. It made a long string on each side. Till then, I couldn't figure it out, so I broke it apart. Found no clue as to how the what's it works. Now, it's time for me to get somebody up here who'd like to show us the balance of the cycle of water. So I need to get somebody who's really good at balancing. Like a gymnast type person. Like a gymnast type person, you know, who can kind of balance really well. How about if we pick you right over there in the blue? Girl in the blue, yeah, come on up. Jump on up. Let's give her a hand for volunteering. Marin, Steffan, good to meet you. Marin, I'd like you to help us out here. I have a makeshift table back here. As you can see, it's got a blanket on it, and it's just a board balanced between two chairs. It's not exactly safe unless I'm holding it, which I will do. So Marin, come around here. I'll hold it, and you have a seat right up here. Good. Now, turn your feet this way, and scoot back about 2 inches. There. Yeah, perfect. And lay down. Leaning back and relaxing back. Good. Marin is now balanced on the board, which is balanced on the 2 chairs. I'm going to cover you. Let me cover you this way. Here's her feet. Here's her head. Smile. Okay, Marin, lean back and relax. Marin is balanced on the board, balanced on the 2 chairs. Now, these days, we have to find an amazing balance with our environment. Look, it has to be extraordinary. I don't want her to wake up yet. As long as I keep one hand on the board, she's balancing just fine. Because you see what I did? I actually moved the chair over to here. We're going to lift your feet just a little bit. On your head, on your feet. Good. Now, look at that. I can take the board right out from here. Miranda's now balanced on the edge of her chair. In midair. I better put this board back before she wakes up and starts giggling. Stop giggling. No giggling. I feel your weight coming back. Lift your feet. Lift your feet. That's good. You can sit up, turn to the audience, and dive off. You're thunderous. That's great. Now I'd like you guys, I'm going to summarize everything I've been talking about here. And I'd like you guys to memorize what these rings represent. There are 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rings. The first ring represents you, all of us, everyone here. The second ring represents our water, all of the water on planet Earth. You and our water are linked. One dependent on the other. Now look, to get them apart, I just give them a little twist and they melt apart like rings of smoke.
Where's the smoke?
Watch the top ring, the ring of you, as it goes right through our water. Now, I'm going to reach through the center here and pull, and they come apart. Let's add the third ring. You've memorized the first 2, you and our water. This third ring is our commitment to preserving, protecting, and conserving our water. And that makes it change. Our commitment is strong. And that brings us to the 4th ring, to preserve the water. Preserving and protecting our water. Makes a chain of 4. As soon as you find new ways to preserve and conserve water, you actually help more than just locally. You actually help the whole world. Is conservation. Cutting back on how much water we use. You can probably think of ways to do that. Like when you're brushing your teeth, turning the water faucet off. Fixing leaky water faucet. Conserving our water. And the 6th ring is to understand. Understanding. That's why we're here today, to develop understanding. That completes the chain. But all depends on you. You are the most important link in the chain. That's why I'm here, to remind you how important you are. So I'm going to pull the ring of you right through the other ring. And thank you for helping me. My name's Steffan, and you've just seen the magic. Hey! Hi, everybody! I'm Steffan, and I'm here to show you the magic of our our water. Our water is a precious resource. We need water to live. Right here in my water jug, I have just enough water to fill and make a little splash here. If we run out of water, we have to go and search more water. Where would we find it? We'd have to search high and low until we found it, because we need water to live. That's a little bit more water. There are many things that we do that affect our water. Things we do above the ground affect our water underground. Every time we do something above the ground, it can affect the water underground. I thought I had just enough water to make one splash, but some magic has already happened with this water. Water is magical. It's clear, it's odorless, and it flows. Water flows just beautifully. Almost by magic. It turns into ice, it evaporates, becomes clouds, and actually rains down from the sky. Now, one of the things about water is you can't see the water when it's in a glass. For instance, if I pour a little bit of water into this glass here, it's clear. Did I fill the glass? Can you tell?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can fill the glass. Hard to see the water unless you put some coloring in the water. If you put coloring in the water, then you can see it. Imagine that that glass right there that I just filled equals all of the water in the whole world. All of the water in the whole world is right here in this glass. That means all of the salt water, every bit of water that we could drink, water in the oceans, the lakes, the river. Imagine this is all of the water in the whole world. Now, if that's all of the water in the whole world, and I just poured it right into this jug, the amount of water that's actually drinkable, that we can use to live, that we can drink, it equals about that much. Think of that. The amount of water that we need to live is only a tiny bit of all of the water in the whole world. That would be an applause moment for you guys. Right on! Well, you can keep some of these ideas in mind here about water, the magic of water. And remember I said that everything we do above the ground affects the water under the ground? Well, let's take a look at that theory here. I have a glass that represents the aquifer. This glass represents the aquifer. The aquifer is the water underneath the ground. It flows and gathers in big lakes and pools under the ground. We can't see underneath the ground with our eyes. So I'm going to take this scarf and cover the glass. This glass represents the aquifer, the water underneath the ground. Because we don't see underground, I cover it here. Now, above the ground, this is the ground here, above the ground, we use water. I've colored some water white. This is white colored water. This way you can see the water above the ground. It sits above the aquifer. Now you don't see it happening, but the water above the ground actually seeps through the ground. It's invisible to our eyes. As the water seeps through the leaves, the grass, the rocks, the dirt, the earth, it penetrates the ground invisibly to our eyes. That water above the ground makes its way through the ground and into the aquifer. Everything we do above the ground affects the quality of the water underneath the ground. And I can always tell when the magic's working. So I use a white handkerchief like this to make a magic dove. This dove needs water to live, and in fact, we all need water to live. This dove has special powers. She just used those powers to go from the invisible to the visible, but she's equally capable of using those very same powers, only in reverse. I have a magical dove. Well, let's see now. I was talking about the water above the ground affecting the water below the ground in our aquifer. And many of us depend on the aquifer to get our water, to drink and live. Let's see what would happen to our water if we got some used car oil in it. It could look as bad as this. This is polluted water. It has chemicals, pesticides, fertilizers, and used car oil in it. Who'd like to help me clean this water by magic? I need a volunteer from the audience who'd like to attempt to clean this water by magic. How about if I pick you right there, the boy with the blue dot? Right, come on up. All the way. You can dive up onto the stage there. Let's give him a hand for volunteering. Your name is Dustin. What a coincidence. My name is Steffan. Good to meet you, Dustin. Hey, I changed my name to Steffan because people were getting confused. Now, Dustin, come right here, center stage. Face the audience. Tip your head to the side. Put your arm out sideways. Shake this arm. Bend your elbow. Point your finger. And stick it in your ear. Good. Here we have... Hey, what are you doing? Keep up. Sideways. Good. Now, here we have a human pump. Dustin will help me clean this water. Stand up straight. By magic. Keep your head tipped to the side, Dustin. Because in order to clean polluted water like this, we have to pump it through a filter system. I'm going to pour a little bit of this polluted, filthy, chemical, pesticide, fertilizer, used car oil water into Dustin's ear here. Oh, I think that's enough. Okay, now start pumping up and down, Dustin. We have to get this water to come through the filter system. Keep your head tilted to the side, finger in your ear, elbow out sideways like this. Keep pumping. I've got a funnel here. This funnel will help me collect the polluted water as it comes out the other end, clean, hopefully. Keep pumping. Gotta keep pumping. Here it comes! We're filtering the water! And if we stop pumping, you know what happens, Dustin? It stays in there. Dirty, polluted water. We gotta get it out. If any one of us spilled 8 ounces, 1 cup of used car oil on the ground, you know what would happen? It would get in the groundwater. It would go to the aquifer, and all of us would have to be like Dustin for a whole week to clean the aquifer. Dustin, how do you feel? Weird. I can't imagine why. I think we did it. Let's give Dustin a big hand. Wow. We really cleaned a lot of water out, didn't we? All right, come on in, you guys, quickly. You guys are late. Did you bring a note? Didn't bring a note? No note? Okay. Here I have a bottle, a gallon in fact, of potable water. Potable water is drinkable. That's what they call it. Drinkable water is potable. Potable water. Now the thing about water, it's a mystery actually. When water flows, you can't see everything that it's touching. That's magical to me. You don't see everything it's touching as it flows, and therefore contamination could come in without us ever knowing. This is clear, this is dark. Clear and dark. This represents polluted water, this represents clean water. We need to aim for clean water, of course. And as water flows, something might come in that we can't see, invisible to our eyes, and yet happening all the same. I'd like to get somebody to represent all of us and help all of us clean this water by magic in a new way. I won't put you through the human pump system. How about the girl right there with the red t-shirt, red sweatshirt? Come on up. You can help me quite a bit here as we try to clean this water. I'm going to put the cap on the water. Come on up. Can you jump up? I'm going to put the cap on the water here so that it doesn't spill. And if you'll hold it, please. What's your name? Asia. High in the air here so everybody can see it. Both hands. Protect. Everybody focus on the water. We want to focus on this water and clean this water by magic. Asia, I know we can do it. Can we do it? Yeah! Focus on the water, everybody. We're all going to clean this water by working together with our minds right now, Asia. You feel it getting cleaner? No? Keep concentrating on the water. Keep imagining that that water is turning clear. Asia, can you lift it and show the underside and lower it down? Is it getting cleaner? Kind of tip it a little bit to the side, see if it leaks more. All the way to here. You see some clouds of polluted water cleaning out? Well, look at that. All of that water has become clear. We need to be able to clean and clear our water together. We need to work together to keep our water clean and pure because we depend on our water. Remember what I said before about how water flow is magical. Flowing water is magical. This represents polluted water with car oil in it. And here I have a glass that's just a little bigger than this glass. This glass represents, for instance, a little pond. A little pond of water that this water might flow into. And when this water flows into the pond, guess what happens? It pollutes the entire pond. It doesn't just stay in a small area. It carries contamination with it to the next area. Then it might flow from the pond into a river. And it would take all of that water with it, filling up the river. And then it might flow from there into a lake. And as water flows, it carries the contamination with it, filling up the lake. Then that water could continue to flow and eventually flow into Puget Sound, filling all of its water into Puget Sound. This water then is polluted. Remember we started with this? Smaller one went into Puget Sound, that's the lake. Before that we had the river. Prior to that, the pond. And all we started with was a little bit of polluted water, only this big. Yes! It contains all of the water as it flows downstream. That's an important idea to remember. Because water flows. Let's see if maybe I can make an example out of someone in this audience as to where we should take this type of polluted water if we were to get it. I need somebody brave this time. Oh my goodness. How about if I pick you right there in the green shirt? Come on. Just pretend that this water that's got pollution in it is something you have at home. What's your name? Drew? I'm Steffan. Good to meet you, Drew. Hi. Come here, face the audience. And I'm going to ask everybody a question. Drew. The question is this. If we are going to take that polluted water to the hazardous waste mobile, or to the hazardous waste collection site, Drew, the question for everyone is this. Should we put it in the can to take it there, or the glass? The can or the glass? What do you say? The glass fits inside of the can, Drew, and the can fits down over the glass. So, let's ask again, the glass or the can? Glass! The can or the glass? Okay, I heard can. So, hold the glass, and I'll put the can on Drew's head, and I will pour the polluted water into the can. Wait a minute, the can doesn't have a bottom on it. That's like pouring the polluted water into our water heater at home, going upstairs and taking a shower, and the polluted water comes through the shower onto your head. Drew, that can't be very good. Okay, I'll tell you what. I think the right answer was the glass, because the glass has a bottom on it. Thanks, where you can go. The glass has a bottom on it, so that way it can contain the polluted water. That was a trick question. We're going to take a look at some of the things that we have at home that are important, that make up my green cleaning kit. Now my green cleaning kit is empty right now. We're going to see if we can fill it up. Inside the green cleaning kit, you want to have bathroom cleaner, copper cleaner, drain cleaner, window cleaner, oven cleaner, and toilet bowl cleaner. There's a few simple things that you can find at home that can fill and make up your green cleaning kit. Let's pretend that these boxes are the cupboards in your home. I like to use bottomless boxes because they actually hold more than boxes that have bottoms on them. And they also can nest inside of each other, the small one fitting inside of the larger one. I think I'll just put the larger one down here, put the smaller one up there. Let's see if we can find the things that make up our green cleaning kit. An important thing is a rag. This rag is a used diaper. A clean one, but this rag is reusing something that might have been thrown away. And that's always good to reuse things. So we have a rag, we have a washcloth, and we have a scrub pad. The reason we have a scrub pad is we want to replace chemicals with muscle power. So we have a scrub pad, a rag, and vinegar, and Castile soap. Castile soap has no phosphates in it. It's better for the water than ordinary soap. And vinegar is harmless to the water. Vinegar gets stains off of the carpets and cleans many things around the house, along with baking soda. Baking soda does not pollute our groundwater. It's an incredible biodegradable cleaning chemical. And you need a water bottle as well. The reason you need a water bottle is you can mix vinegar, baking soda, and soap in various amounts for various types of things that you're cleaning. So that's my green cleaning kit, filled up with things that you can find around the house that do not harm the water. Baking soda and vinegar being the key ingredients. Those can replace things like Comet and bleach if you use a little muscle power. For instance, look at this. This blue handkerchief represents our water. Let's say it's a lake. I'm going to make a little pocket talking, I'm going to pour some baking soda. Baking soda actually helps the water. It does not harm the water when it flows into it. It's biodegradable, and it dissolves and disappears into the water. When it goes into the water, it actually does disappear. Can you guys see the baking soda? Is it still there? Is it still there? Let's see if it's still there. Maybe it is. Look. Baking soda can unclog drains, it can deodorize the refrigerator, replace many of the soaps and scrubbing chemicals that we use. It can clean the car, get stains off of laundry, the carpet, and it actually cleans copper, silver, and glass as well. It's quite a good thing to use instead of chemicals. I have a ghost at my house. My ghost has a name, and he drinks from a straw. My ghost's name is Leaky Faucet, and you can see how he works. He uses a straw and he drinks the water at my house. He drinks all day long sometimes because I might have a faucet that looks like this. Drip, drip, drip. Yes, it works. But when you turn it off, drip, drip, drip. Do you know that after a month of dripping like this, that's 4,000 gallons wasted? Sure, it works when you come up to it and you want to brush your teeth. But when you turn it off, it needs to stop dripping. All of us can help by fixing leaky faucets like this one and keeping them from dripping. That's called conserving water. Cutting down on the amount of water that we use. And so that is my leaky faucet head. My ghost drinks that water right away. We need to talk about the water cycle a little bit. It's important that everybody understands that there is a cycle, a circle, called the water cycle. Here I have some drinkable water and a little cup. I'd like you to imagine that the water cycle begins when the rain rains down out of the sky, fills up our lakes, our rivers, and our oceans. Then that very same water that rained out of the sky evaporates out, turns into clouds, and those clouds move through the air, become bigger clouds, and then those clouds rain down on everybody's head. It doesn't disappear. I just did that to protect you in the front row. The water cycle goes on and on forever, around and around in a circle. It's the perfect cycle, really, and a cycle we all are a part of because we use the water. Everything is interconnected. Let me show you something that will explain how things are interconnected. For instance, this is my What's-It. It's got 4 pom-poms: the earth, the air, the sun, and the water. A long string connects the earth and the air. A short string connects the water and the sun. But if I pull on the sun, the earth goes up. Now the long string's over here. If I pull on the earth, the sun goes up. The air and the earth are connected by the long string here. Each side affects the other. Everything is interconnected. Most people stop there, but look. The most peculiar thing about this What's-It is this. When I pull on the water, the earth goes up, sun goes down. Pull on the air, sun goes up, and the earth goes down. The earth is connected to the water, which is connected to the sun, which is connected to the air, which is connected back to the earth. That makes sense, right? Each one is interconnected, but we can't see how. It's an invisible connection. One time I was trying to figure this out. I pulled down here and made a long string on each side. So then I really couldn't figure it out. So I broke the whole thing apart where I found no clue. That's probably what's important. We're going to see if we can show the balance of the cycle of water here. I need a gymnast type person. Somebody who's got some balance. Somebody who can really balance like in the precarious position. Boy, all of you are such good balancers. I can see that. So, I'm looking for a gymnast type balancer. How about you right there, the girl right there? Yeah, come on. Right this way. What's your name? Lene. I'm Steffan. Good to meet you, Lene. Come right over here, and I'd like you to become part of the balance. This board is balanced on 2 chairs. The 2 chairs are holding the board up, Lene. So if I weren't here, this would be dangerous. I'm going to hold it for you so it won't be dangerous. Come around the front and have a seat right up here while I hold the board. Lene, go ahead, jump on up. Good. Turn your feet this way. Stick your feet that way, and scoot back 2 inches. That's right, and lay down. Right there, Lene. Lean back and relax while I cover you. Cover you this way. Here's her feet. Here's her head. Lean back and relax. Right like that. Don't move. Lene is now balanced on the board that's balanced on the 2 chairs. She is part of an amazing balance right now. These days we have to find a truly remarkable and impossible balance almost. Between us and our environment, which includes the water. Lean back, relax! Don't move! She's balancing right here on the edge here. See, this is really amazing because I moved the chair over to there. Oh, wait a second! Don't move, Lene! She's balancing better than I thought a person could. Look, I can keep the board right out. Come on there, Lene. She is now balanced on the edge of her chair in midair. Hello? I'm going to put this board back before she wakes up and starts giggling. Stop giggling! Lene, what do you think? This is dangerous. Lift your feet. Good, that's too far. That's good. I can uncover you. You can sit up, turn to the audience, and dive off to your thunderous applause! Wow. That's good. Well, it's time for you now to memorize what these rings represent. There's 6 of them, and to memorize it, you simply have to concentrate on the meaning of each ring. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 rings. The first ring represents you. All of us. All of the people here who care for our environment. And the second ring represents our water. All of the water on planet Earth. You and our water are linked. One dependent on the other. If I just give these rings a little twist, they melt apart like rings of smoke. Watch as the ring of you goes right through all of our water. If I reach to the center here and pull, they come apart. Now we're going to add the third ring, because I know you've memorized the first 2. Ready? We've got you, our water, and we add our commitment. Our commitment to caring for our water, and that makes a chain of. The fourth thing is to preserve and protect our water. We have to be committed to something, and that's what we're committed to, preserving and protecting our water. When you find a new way to preserve and protect the water, you're actually helping. Not just locally, not just where you live, but the whole world. The fifth thing is to conserve our water. That means cut down on how much water we use. Don't waste our water. Fix leaky faucets. And the sixth ring is understanding. That's why we're here today. To gain and increase our understanding together. When we do that, we make a team. But all of this depends on you. You are the most important link in the chain, and that's why I'm here to remind you how important you are. So I'm going to pull the ring of you right through the other 5. And thank you for helping me. And I also perform a show called Mysterian every weekend at Illusions, where my magic theater is in Issaquah. So you can always come and see that. It's an amazing work right there in the entertainment capital of absolutely nowhere. And where are you guys going next?